Right, welcome back to my channel. Stu here, the Predator Angler, and today I am at Hillside Fisheries with the owner, Albert, and we're going to have a bit of a wander around today, a bit of a talk about the fishery, what's in here, part of my Fishery Diaries series, and hopefully we can get some inside tidbits from the owner and talk about the waters that's here. So yeah, thank you for having a chat with me.
Yeah, no worries. No, good to see you.
So what have we got here? What's on Lake Hillside?
Well, there's Pad Lake, which is Carp and Pike. People who know the place know there's a good head of 20s in there. I think there's 730s Carp, some big pike. There's a good head of fish in there.
Nice.
But that's just Carp and Pike, that one.
Okay.
Yeah, and then obviously we've got Birch Pool,
which is this one just behind me.
Yeah, which is this one. There's the sign, Birch. This has got cats in till like 65. Carp, I'd like to say 30, but there haven't been a 30 out. There's been a 29-2 or something like that, biggest carp that's been out. So I'm not going to say there's a 30 until I see one come out. But there's loads of cats in here and loads of carp.
Yeah.
And then obviously I've got little Birch, which is an offspring of Birch. That's got carp to 45. No, cats to 35. Let's get that one right. Otherwise I'll be full of people fishing for carp. Like, so yeah, it's cats to 45. And really it's mainly cats in there. There's carp in there, but they ain't a lot. If you're going on there, really it's more cats, I'd say, if you're going to go on there. Right,
okay. No, that's mega. So let's talk about Birch Pool. What sort of acreage is this? Because it's got an island in the middle, and it is a beautiful water. What sort of
I'd be guessing, I don't know, with island and probably, I don't know, acre and a half. Probably an acre and a half at a guess. To be fair, I've never measured it.
And is it quite a deep water?
No, it's about 6 foot average right across the board.
Right, okay.
There's a couple of little shallower bits, but obviously I'd say 5 to 6 foot across the board on Birch.
Right, and what's the best way to fish this if someone was going to come to fish carp or cats? Would you recommend any sort of...
We're starting a question here, aren't we?
Secrets?
Secrets? Yeah, them catfish eat anything. But these are a couple of going baits. I think lunch and meat seems to be the one at minute. Funny thing is, they don't even use a weight on it. They're just a big lump.
Freelining it.
Yeah, just a big lump of meat just chucked in. No rocket science on that one, I don't think. And then obviously you get people turning up with halibuts. Sometimes they catch, sometimes they don't, but same with meat.
Yeah.
So it's just one of them. When they're on, they'll eat anything, I think.
Right, and you said they go up to 65 in here. What's sort of the average? Are they sort of a lot of 40s, a lot of 30s? Is it just... Yeah,
there's loads of 30s, 40s, a few 50s. There's only 160 odd, like what I know of. But yeah, there must be 70 cats in there. Wow. And look at size, it's only like a duck pond, isn't it? You know what I mean? So that's probably why they do come out a lot.
Yeah.
If it were 100 acres, you'd probably be struggling. But yeah, no, it does well.
Oh, fantastic! It looks like an awesome water. And before we move on to the other waters, then, is there what sort of rules have you got here at?
The rules are common sense.
Yeah.
Big unhooking mats. Obviously, I don't want a cat or a carp just led on grass.
Yeah, I get it.
And really, proper gear where you can handle them kind of fish. I don't have many rules. It's just common sense, really. I mean, if an angler turns up, he should know what he's doing, shouldn't he?
Yeah, I agree. Is there any sort of minimum pound line, or is there a specific rod test curve or anything like that?
No, yeah, you know and I know. If you turn up with a pound test curve rod, you can still land a big one, but it will bend dramatically, obviously.
Yeah.
But lads don't turn up with them who are caught fishing anyhow. But if you turn up with 12-pound line, expect to get bust.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? I think it's as simple as that. You can land them, not disputing that, but suggestions really better off with 15 pound if you're going for cats.
Yeah.
If you're going for carp, you probably get a cat anyhow, but
yeah,
12 pound for them, that's my minimum on there.
And is there a rule on barbless?
Yeah, it's microbob. It's microbob, that's it. That's where we're at. You can use barbless, you can use microbobs, that's what we do on there.
Okay, cool. And how many pegs are there on birds?
There's 10 pegs. obviously 1 to 10. So that's it, yeah, 10 pegs.
And then if we move on to little birds, what about that? Is that a big water?
No, that's that's another. They're both small, these two, really. Small for the amount of fishing them. Little birds, I don't know. Could probably give it an acre at a guess. Like I say, I've never measured them, never needed to. But that's got 6 pegs on it. You can book that for yourself if you want.
Inclusive,
if you want.
How much is that to book that as an inclusive?
Well, it'd be same price as a day ticket, so it'd be like 6 pegs. That maths.
Oh right, okay,
quid.
yeah, right. I understand.
But you can book all the lake if you want. You can book all lake on any of them. Don't make no odds to me as long as you pay your money.
Yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. Shall we quick wander around?
Yeah, let's go for it.
And have a look at it.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Brilliant. So if someone was to arrive on Bert's Pool, would you recommend a specific peg, or do they all sort of fish well?
Well, all I can say is fish swim. So peg 6 could defy fish one day and not do another for 2 weeks. Because fish swim, so really all the fish, most pegs should have fish in front of them because there's that many. But no, there's no special pegs. Peg 6 is easiest one if somebody's not right clever at walking.
This is the one we're on now.
Yeah, that's next at Carp, which is only there, 20 foot away.
It is, right next to the car park.
So if anybody wants to come on and they don't fancy carrying the gear a long way, peg 6 is and it's a good peg. It does a lot of fish. This one, it does a lot of cats like.
Yeah.
And it's all boundaried out-ish. People know.
Nice and wide as well. It's almost like a double peg, isn't it?
Yeah. This thing is on peg 6. You could put rod there, rod there, rod there, rod there, rod there, rod there. It's a good peg. If you're not doing it in a certain area, you can always move it quite easy on this peg because there's like loads of water to it.
Yeah.
But I do find everybody seems to fish to Ireland because it's a bit of a magnet. They think Ireland. But yeah, I know lads who just put white middle and with meat and catch cats for fun. So
right,
it's not the end all of going to an island, but people do, and that's up to them. They'll still catch fish there like, but you don't have to on any of pegs.
Yeah, interesting. And then just going back to the carp side of life for the carpers out there. I know this is my Predator Angler channel, but I do get carpers watching. Is there a mixture of mirrors, commons, koi?
Yeah, there's one just boshed on it.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I got that on the camera there actually.
Well, there's all of them in here, mirrors and commons, and there's a lot of carp in here. You know what I mean? Don't think it's a cat lake because it isn't. It's both.
Yeah.
So in winter, obviously, cats go to sleep, and carp don't. Well, not as bad, and I've done quite well in winter for carp. So it's there in it for both anglers. Is there
do they tend to? Is it like a boiling water or a pellet water predominantly? I know you like your maggots. You said on corn. Is that like a go-to?
No, that's a winter bait really.
Right.
Obviously, being a fishery owner, I want people to put bait in. Right, loads of it, and they can feed my fish for me. But in next breath, I want people to catch fish. So I don't want them to go mad and fill it in and not catch out because I'm not gaining nothing. You know what I mean? I want them to come back. So you don't have to put kilos and kilos in because it's not that kind of water. So little and often, that's a public saying everybody says, but it's a true fact. Yeah.
Right, awesome, brilliant. I'll have a quick look at Bert's, little Bert's even. This is peg 6, as we just said. It's a stunning place, absolutely stunning water, surrounded by beautiful rolling hills as well. Where are we actually in Rossendale? Is that where we are? I know we're with Loveclough, but does that come under Rossendale?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Right,
yeah.
So we're in sort of the Rossendale area.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Right, let's have a quick wander.
Right, for it.
So here we are, little Bert's. So let's go and have a wander so you can book any of the lakes, as Albert said, as an exclusive. This is a smaller lake. How many pegs did you say?
6.
6 pegs.
Ideal for a group of lads who want to have a social, I suppose, to a degree.
Do you allow alcohol and stuff?
I don't get involved in alcohol and stuff. We all know people have a drink when they come fishing, as long as they drink properly and don't be stupid with it. I've no issues. Not going to go
just
around.
when you said the lads come for it, you know, I just thought, is that a thing, or is it, you know, is it not allowed on the waters?
No. It's common sense again, isn't it? If somebody's legless, obviously I'll tell them to leave. Not going to lose sleep about somebody going if they've had too many to drink, because obviously these fish cost me a lot of money. I'm not having them dropping in here, there and everywhere.
Absolutely, yeah.
Plus I don't want noise spoiling it for everybody else. So in moderation is not a problem. I like a drink, but I won't come fishing and get rat horsed.
No.
But there you go.
Common sense rule, like you said.
Yeah. So this is little birds here. There's three pegs on this side. Same again, full of cats in here. This is the widest bit at lake as it happens. But at weekend, Saturday, 2 lads come on. They thought they'd booked, well, they had booked the wrong lake. They booked 5 and 6 on birds. So this is something for everybody. Make sure when you book the right lake. And they turned up and they said, oh, we're on birds. And I said, well, how can you be on birds? I said, it's here in black and white. I said, swim bookers, what's your name? He tells me. Says, you're on here. I said, all right. Anyhow, they were a bit disappointed they weren't on birds. Anyhow, they sets up, starts fishing. I come back next morning. I says, have you had out? One lad said, yeah, I've had a 45. My mate's had a 20. I said, oh, but you're glad you didn't go on birds now. And he said, it happened. I'm glad I didn't go on birds. And then I went and I come back next day. And I think between them, I think they had four cats between
amazing.
them.
Amazing. So they do come out of here as well, and it's a lovely place.
Yeah. I think
nice wide pegs, nicely kept.
Yeah, there were quite a few fish out the weekend, by the way, on this one.
Yeah.
Probably more on here than birds, but saying that, no, there were quite a few on birds actually as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's little birds.
What's the depth on this?
4 foot on this side, 7 foot on the other side, I'd say.
Right, okay, so you've got a big island in the middle again there.
Yeah. Parking's alright here as well. You don't have to walk far on this one. To be fair, you don't have to walk far in any of them.
No.
Parking's quite close, plenty of room. Pegs are big enough, looking at these. Not grumble at size at pegs.
No, absolutely brilliant. I love it.
I don't know about that chair. I think we'll keep it because it's like something to talk about, I suppose.
Yeah, the chair.
Yeah.
Right, should we have a wander on?
Yeah, let's go for it, yeah.
Right, we're at Pad Lake, and this is a big old. What's the acreage on this? Do you know off the top of your head?
You ask me some mad questions, you don't you? I don't know.
Big old lake. What depth?
Oh,
Deep in here.
Depths are mad. In front of peg 10, it's probably 25 foot deep.
Wow.
And then it's like a lump of cheese, and it just goes 3 foot up bottom end in peg 1.
Wow. And you said there's some nice. What specie carp go up to in there? It's going to move out of this wind a bit. That way. I think the mic might get hit on this. The specie carp.
The carp, the biggest that's been out is 37.5, I think.
Wow.
In this area.
Might be a bit better, yeah.
And it's always like this actually. It's always quite windy up here. Yeah, and we're open to elements. Yeah, they go to like 36, 37 carp. Lads tell me there's probably 7 in. So if they're 7 in, they're 7 in. They're no more than me, even though I own it. But if you get a fish and it's under 20, you're quite unlucky because there's a lot of 20s in here.
Right.
I mean, if you point camera at wall there.
Oh yeah, just there.
Yeah, there's some numbers up wall. And when it says like 10, this is peg 10, say, that's where you get allowed to fish. 7 from over there, you're allowed to go to 7. 6, vice versa, 4, 5, whatever. So it's quite self-explanatory where you're casting to.
Yeah, got you.
And up wall, it's only about 3-4 foot deep, and that does a lot of fish. Everybody seems to target that. It's like having an island really, but on opposite side. But that does really well. But a lot of people miss under the rod. A rod length out, I seem to do all right on that when I get a chance to fish it. Obviously peg 1 is only probably 3 foot deep, so when it gets hot they're up there in numbers. but I just say if it's windy like this and you see a fish bosh, just chuck a lead on it like normal people do. But yeah, so this is Pad Lake.
Awesome. And then for the predator side of it, you said there's some nice pike in here.
Yeah, there's pike in here to add. Same again, it's easy for somebody to say there's a 30 in. I've seen a big pike in here and it looked 30 to me, but it hasn't been out at 30. Biggest been out is 28.2.
Wow, okay, that's a big pike.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of 20s in here actually. When I say quite a lot, I don't mean like 50, 60, but I'd say 15, 20, above 20.
Yeah.
You know, I've had one lad on.
There must be a lot of silvers in here then.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is.
You're well fed like that.
Yeah. The thing is, it used to be a trout lake in there.
Oh, right,
yeah,
okay.
So that's probably why pike are what they're at.
Sorry.
Go on.
When you're fishing for pike, is there any rules on it? Can you live bait? Is it just dead baits? Can you lure fish?
No lure fishing. I kibosh that because one day there was somebody actually on this peg, and next thing he fouled up in winter a 20-pound carp, took a photo of it. I weren't happy about that because obviously the old carp was shouldered up in front of him, so he's come over the top of him and nailed one. So I stopped lure fishing since that day actually. So no lure fishing, just dead baits. That's
just
it.
Dead baits. Yeah. And is it freshwater dead baits, sea baits? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Right.
No,
okay.
just dead baits are dead baits to me.
Right. And is it sort of trebles, barbless, barbed? Barbless trebles. Yep. Right. Okay.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Yep. So and obviously, I just want to say, like, if anybody is thinking of coming on, we now go through swim bookers. To book on, you can't come on unless you book on. So anybody turns up to just try and get a peg, they won't get on because somebody will be booked on that peg, and I don't want no dramas. I'm saying I'm booked here and you're here. And
it's a fairly simple process as well.
Yeah,
just download the app and
away. I've been on it like probably 2 or 3 weeks now, and to break fair, done all right. No double bookings. Wife's happy, shouldn't answer the phone anymore. But yeah, it's working all right. But I just want to specify, anybody comes on, have the right gear, have the right unhooking mats, and you have to book on. No hard about that, is there?
No, and that's both 24 hours and day sessions is through Swim Booker. And then let's talk about that then. The price is for a 24. 25 quid for a 24 on any 8 lakes. Day tickets, I only allow them from Monday to Thursday. They're $12.50. And is that for 2 rods? Yeah, that's 2. You can fish 3 rods on any 8 lakes. I don't really say 2, but I said I'll put it to 2. Then I said, right, we'll go on, then we'll try 3. I said, if I get any dramas, it goes to 2. Back to 2, yeah. And luckily, since I've had it 20 years now, but no dramas, so it's 3 rods on every lake. Right, fantastic. So yeah, $12.50 for a day ticket. 25. Can you do 48s? Yeah, you can do 48, 72. You can do a week, you can do a month, you can do a year. As long as you pay me, I don't mind. Just give me $1 and you can come on as long as you want. It's one of the best fishery owners I've ever spoke to. True, isn't it? Mega. No, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah. Well, I think that's everything. I think we've covered all the lakes. Yeah. Covered the cat lakes, the predator and specie carp lake. Yeah. Talked about depths, bait, everything. So thank you very much for chatting with me. Just one more thing. Go on. Just one more thing. We have got a new lake coming. Oh, okay. Yeah, exciting. It's stocked already. I'm just sorting pegs out, but that will just be carp. Okay. Like a specie carp lake like this. Yeah. Okay. But it'll probably be more of a runs water. They're not massive in there at the minute. Probably scraper 20, a few scraper 20s, but rest are like 10 to 15. But obviously I'm feeding them at the minute. So that'll probably open this time next year. So all right, so look out for that then this time next year. You heard that here first. Yeah. Me and my mate here. Yeah. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Albert. Appreciate your time. Yeah, no worries. It's been great having a look round. Yeah, no, anytime. Solar panels up. Oh yeah, solar panels for aerators, fishery managers don't stop, do they? Brilliant. Well, if you enjoyed it, please drop us a sub. Fishery Diaries, we've got lots more to do, but this Hillside is one of the best places I've ever been to. It's absolutely insane. It's beautiful scenery, lovely owners, lovely bailiff. Yeah, cats, carp, pike. What more could you ask for in a fishery? Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. See you later.